Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ali, and today we will talk about hyperinflation, बढ़ती हुई महंगाई, and its potential solutions. My starting point is from the focus that in recent history we have put a lot of focus from social sciences to the natural sciences, which is not a bad thing, but social sciences are affecting our life directly, which natural sciences are not affecting in that way. Everyone should have basic knowledge of history, politics, and economics. As far as inflation is concerned, the dilemma for Pakistan is a bit different. After every certain period of time, economy adjusts itself. Like we have experienced several global financial crises, like the recent one in 2007 and 8. But the dilemma for Pakistan is very different due to political instability, due to appreciation in dollar, and due to many other things. But these are not in control of a common man. What common man can do, we will talk about those things. Okay, let's first understand that what is inflation, what is and how it impacts. So there is one person whose salary is increasing, and with that he is increasing his life standard. And at some point there is an adjustment, there is a recession, and his salary is not increasing, but the prices of the things that he used to buy or he used to get is increased. Like the inflation in Pakistan nowadays is 44%. Like the thing that is before 100 rupees, now it is for 144. And that thing, that difference is like this. Salaries are there, but the inflation difference is like this. So now this gap is basically an inflation. And how to manage it? First of all, in developed societies, there is a track of expenses. Like people do track of their expenses, and there are certain threshold that they set. For instance, uh, they track their 100% income. Like amongst 100%, 30% of the income should be spent on household, whether it is rent, whether it is mortgage, whether it is anything you are doing for your home. And there is a threshold like 10 to 15% that should be spent on your utilities like electricity, water, etc., etc. And the problem is that people spend their 60%, sometimes 70% solely on their house expenditures. And that is the point when they don't track their expenses, and they affected by the inflation too much. The second thing is that don't show off. Like uh, for instance, people tend to show off. They want to depict what they are not. Like for instance, if someone wants to, okay, there's a difference. There are two like things. One is a want, and the other is a need. So don't spend our wants, always spend our needs. So for instance, we'll take an example that there is the need is an phone, but the want or desire is iPhone 16 Pro Max. Let me give you an example. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, and many other billionaires who have net worth of uh, 17 billion, 20 billion. The foreign reserves of Pakistan are around 5 billion. And if it gets around 8 billion, we will jump and we will celebrate. Single individual who have a net worth of 20 billion have lives in a home of worth only $35,000. And someone asked him that someone asked Warren Buffett that why you don't update your home, why you don't go to that society or that thing. And he replied that my needs are fulfilling in that home, and I don't need to have extra expenditure apart from my basic needs. And what is the problem in our society is that we want to live in a DHA, we want to live in an expensive society. And living in a buying a house is not sufficient. When you live in that society, the grocery stores there are expensive. Everything is very expensive. You have to maintain the standard of your surrounding people. And this is how you spend your most of the useless money, and you curse in the longer run. The other example is Mark Zuckerberg. Many people say that Mark Zuckerberg, till now, he drive a Volkswagen car which is manual, and he don't feel to have a very expensive car. So if you see the difference between a person who efficiently manages expenses and a person who don't, is the financial planning. They do financial planning, and they do what is important, and they do not do what is important for the society. The other thing that I really wanted to share is that learn from your hard times. There is a quotation in Quran which is like, "Find the usri yusra." After every hardship, there is an ease. So whenever you have a difficult time, just sit down and analyze back. When you have a good time, what should have been done better, where you can make your budget cuts, and where you can make your good investment. The result of those you can yield in your bad time, and this is how we learn, and this is how it works. And I lastly I wanted to just summarize it like, think wisely, spend wisely, and be aware of the contemporary financial environment and your current affairs, and don't be affected by the inflation like a dump. Thank you so much for watching a video, and bye. Allah Hafiz.